BotBots isn't the Transformers show I ever expected us to get, but it's a Transformers show we needed. Hey everyone, and welcome to my non-spoilerific review of BotBots. Again, non-spoiler, so if you guys do want me to do a spoiler review, please comment below and I will make one. So, you don't have to worry about me spoiling anything in this one. BotBots has been out now for a few days, and I thought it's time to do a review on it. Now, before we start, I just want to say that this is my opinion. If your opinion differs, that's totally fine. Everyone's entitled to their own opinion. But hopefully you enjoyed it as well. And yeah, let's get straight into it. So there's going to be several sections to this. There's a character section, an animation style section, a story section, and then just my final thoughts. So it's going to be split into about 4 parts. So let's get straight into the characters. So we have a cast of 5 main characters. So we have Burgertron, we have Dimlit, we have bonz-eye, we have Kick Me, and we have Clogstopper. There are a few other main cast that make appearances, and the thing is with the characters is they are all really interesting. I went into this actually quite excited. I wasn't really excited for this series. I was blown away with this series. The character development is insane. Each character has something so special about them. They all appeal to you in a different variety of ways. You have characters who are energetic, characters who are very balanced and spiritual. You have characters who are easygoing, optimistic. You have characters who are might be a bit egotistical, leadership qualities. But each BotBot they all have their own moments where they just shine. The team works so well because they appeal to aspects of you, the audience. They appeal to aspects of you that it almost it's almost like a journey of self-discovery of how the story plays out and how it relates to the audience. The human character, we have Dave. Dave's great. He's funny, relatable, and he's necessary. He's not a human who's just there. He's needed for the story in his own way. And yeah, and we have other BotBots. So we have we have secondary character BotBots. We have random BotBots, from the toy line who are just kind of added in just for reference. Here's the thing with some of the BotBots. Some of them look completely like they do on their retail release, the toys. However, some of the retail release toys are completely different in animation style. Like, some of them look exactly like the toys and some just look completely different. And there are actually some original BotBots that premiere in this series, some brand new BotBots that haven't had the toys. So I imagine, depending on the success of this series, we could probably get the original series BotBots in toy form, hopefully. But yeah. Now, the last part for the characters is the voice acting. Let me tell you this, the voice acting is spot on. I cannot fault the voice acting. It's probably some of the best voice acting in Transformers since... Since the Align continuity, to be honest. So now moving on to the animation style. I really am a fan of the animation style. If you've ever watched The Amazing World of Gumball, it's basically that, but as a Transformers show. Now, although the characters themselves are animated, the background and a lot of the things that they interact with look lifelike. They look real. And again, it's like The Amazing World of Gumball. It's like you have a cartoon, but on the with the effect of realistic backgrounds and realistic props added in, and it works so well. It's really good to look at. It's really eye-pleasing, really eye-catching, and it's just fun. But the thing is, you can tell what things are meant to be. It's not like you sat there thinking, what's that meant to be? Like, you can tell what everything is meant to be. It all is very clear. And one thing I do like as well is basically when there's like a long shot of something, let's say we're this side of the mall and we're looking down on something, the BotBots aren't detailed. They're like little, almost like colour-coded little square boxes, and I love that about it. It really shows the depth and the scale of the mall that they're in compared to the BotBots being so small. And the animation, the animation style and the transitions that they use in this series, just the way it's executed is just top notch. I love it. Now, getting into the story here, again, no spoilers. I'm just kind of gonna go over like a little few brief basics, what you'd kind of expect. So the intro is amazing. The theme tune is wow. I love the theme tune. The actual thing on Netflix, it's child friendly, but it does say rude humor, and let me tell you, the humor is hilarious. The humor is not forced at all. Like it never feels like it's trying to be something it's not. BotBots knows what it is and it does it well, and the humor, again, it's not forced and it's hilarious. So you don't let the child-friendly animation style fool you into thinking this is something for kids, because I'm 22 and I'm watching it for the second time already. The episode count, so there's 10 episodes, and each episode is about 25 minutes, although there is like 2-3 minutes of credits at the end of each episode, so about 22-23 minutes each episode. But the episode is split into 2 parts. So imagine like the Cyberverse and the Rescue Bots Academy episode, where they're 10-11 minutes per episode, but combine 2 episodes into one, and you get like the 22-minute episode. A really good thing that I liked for BotBots is it tells the story from the audience's perspective. So say if you have no idea what BotBots is, the way the story is told, you as the audience, you don't need to know anything about it, because it introduces you to the world of BotBots in a way that you don't need any prior knowledge, and it's almost like you are the main characters in this, exploring this world. That's what it felt like to me. But the thing is, this story, it tackles a lot of things that I'm really a fan of that they did. Again, I'm not going to go into details of what it is. If you want a spoiler review of this series, of course I will make one and I will tell you, what I'm a fan of. But it just deals with a lot of deep hidden meanings and a lot of issues that I think are told in a way that it reflects what it's trying to tell in the most appropriate way. It sounds odd me saying that if you have no idea what I'm talking about, but if you watch the series and come back to this video, you'll get what I mean. And the great thing about this story is I can see this taking place in any continuity. I can see this taking place in G1. I can see this taking place in the Align continuity, Transformers Animated. I can see it taking place in the Bayverse. It's just told really, really well. And I cannot say how much I like this series. Well, do I think there's going to be a season 2? If there's people like me who are loving it, hands down, season 2 is coming, I bet. If it's not so well received, probably not, but that'll be a real shame because it's a fantastic series. So my final thoughts, and about this, I loved the War for Cybertron trilogy. I know a lot of people didn't. Personally, I liked it. This was better. I enjoyed this. I enjoyed watching BotBots more than Siege, Earthrise, and Kingdom combined. I'm not even lying. That's not to say War for Cybertron's bad. Again, I liked it. We need more series like BotBots to keep Transformers going. Why do I say this? In every single series of Transformers, it's always Autobots fighting Decepticons from the dead world of Cybertron to Earth, and they're always fighting over relics, resources, or both. I don't have a problem with that. I love that storyline. Heck, I'm kind of telling it in my cinematic universe. But how Hasbro keep pushing G1 into the toy line, and how I see fans complaining that every single toy line is G1 and every single future toy line is still going to be G1, and how they don't branch out to Unicorn Trilogy, Animated, or more Bayverse. It's always G1. This is the same but for the TV shows. Every single series we get is Autobots versus Decepticons. Every single time. Heck, even Earthspark's probably going to be that. The thing is, this is why Transformers series like Rescue Bots stands out. Because although it can take place in the same continuity, and although you've got on one side of the Earth, the series tone of Transformers Prime, and then on Griffin Rock you've got the child-friendly tone, it's such a different pace that it works so well. And it's such a nice change of scenery. The thing with BotBots is, it's so different to what we've seen. It's such a step back from Autobots vs Decepticons. Optimus Prime, Bumblebee vs Megatron and Starscream. It's so different. And I just feel if Hasbro keeps pumping G1 into the toy line, fans are going to get fed up of the toy line. And if Hasbro keep pushing stories of Autobots vs Decepticons all the time, and again, I don't have a problem with it, but I know people are going to get fed up of it eventually. But if they keep pumping Autobots vs Decepticons into the story, eventually fans are going to stop watching the series. BotBots, on the other hand, is completely different. It still feels like Transformers. It still feels like Transformers, but it's just told in a different way, in a different animation style, and the character development is so incredibly deep on an emotional level that every single character is something special, that it's such a breath of fresh air that I feel future Transformers series need to be something like this. And whether we take a hiatus of Autobots vs Decepticons for the next few years, I would be fine with that. If for the next 2, 3, 4, 5, even 6, 7 years, if we just get different shows of Transformers, expanding the media, expanding into different various continuities, and expanding stories that you would never get told, like BotBots. If we keep doing things like this and different levels, not everything like BotBots, but stories that you wouldn't normally get told, if we keep doing that, we're going to get more content where you can go anywhere. And then in years to come, if we ever go back to the typical story of Autobots vs Decepticons, if we ever go back to that, we can really appreciate that more, because it'll have been a while since we've seen that, and we'll be more excited of, oh, what's it going to be like now, like years later, Autobots vs Decepticons. We haven't had that story in a while. You get what I'm saying? But yeah, those are my thoughts. Again, my opinion, I hope you enjoyed it as well, if you did see it. If you haven't seen it, please do check it out. It might, depending on your opinion of, series like this, it might take you a few episodes to get into it. Me personally, I got into it straight away. But if you haven't seen it, please don't let that child-friendly image of BotBots fool you, because it's an incredible story when you look at it. So I'm going to say I've taken up enough time right now, but I want to say thank you to everyone who has watched this. Please like, comment, rate, share, subscribe. Follow me on Instagram at TFFan5000. Stay tuned for more, and follow and add and join the Discord. Link in the description box below. So join that. Please feel free. Yeah. Thank you so much. Transform and bad.